Welcome. Today we're joined with myself, Veer Khera, and George Kirk, also known as the Timka Man. He does YouTube vlogs on football, on sports, and today we're going to talk about how sports can relate to mental health, how physical well-being can relate to your mental health well-being. So George, if you want to introduce yourself.
Right, hiya. Some people know me as the Timka Man, Kirky, but my name's George Kirk, and yeah, I have a YouTube channel called the Timka Man. Don't have the most subscribers, but I get a lot of views. It's doing quite well. We're getting there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what kind of impacts do you think doing these activities, sport activities such as gym, could help you?
For example, in life we all have things that bring us down, and down points in our life where we need something to get positivity out of. And what really helped me out was the gym and doing exercise and sports, because back in the day I was quite a big chubby lad, and just getting into shape and getting fit with all my friends as well, it was just a really, it's just like a good thing. It makes you feel good being fit.
Yeah. So with your friends, so having that socialising element there, how did that help you then? Did that help you a lot?
Yeah, because as well as doing serious workout stuff, we could have a mess about and a bit of a joke.
Definitely, yeah.
Like for example, with the gym balls, we used to blast them around the room and just ping them off the walls.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So, what advice would you give to, say, viewers who might struggle at?
You've just got to find something that you enjoy, I guess. Like I said, sport. Like for example, for me, it's mainly football, but you never know. For some other people, it could be like badminton. Badminton's quite a fun game.
Definitely. Yeah.
Tennis, rugby. There's a lot to choose from, to be honest.
So there's a wide range out there.
Yeah.
So what the mindset that you have to have is you have to have an open mind, I guess.
Yeah, you've always got to be looking forward and positive. Like you've got to just think about your mistakes and stuff, and maybe some things that you can't, you're not able to do. Like for example, when I was at the gym, I'm not necessarily the biggest lad. I'm only 5'5".
Yeah.
So I weren't lifting the biggest of weights, and some of my other friends who were there, they were lifting 50, 60 kg, and I could only do about 35 when I first got there.
Yeah.
But it's just all about, it's just, I guess, I know it's cheesy people say this, but it's kind of about the journey as well.
Definitely.
Because we've all got to start somewhere. Like with me with my football, I'm not the best player. I'm 5'5", and I'm not necessarily the strongest.
Nah, you're brilliant.
You just gotta keep on working at it and keep on practicing.
Yeah.
It's like the old age expression, practice makes perfect.
Definitely, yeah.
It does exist.
The best thing is because so one sport might not be someone's cup of tea, but the thing that you have to do is you've got to trial and error. Don't limit your mind there. Don't limit your mind that I can't do football, that's it, I'm bad at sport. I can't do gym, that's it, I'm bad at sport. I can't do basketball, I'm bad. No, you can't limit your mind there. You have to have an open mind, because if you don't keep trying something, say if you've never tried something, how are you going to know what it's like? If you've never experienced basketball, how are you going to know if you enjoy it or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's definitely about trying different things, trying everything out that, and giving it a go. So what worked for you then? What sport activities worked for you?
Football mainly.
Yeah.
Just fitness in general. I like running.
Yeah.
I love doing a bit of running. One of the best things you can go on to I guess boost your confidence. You just go on a run. It doesn't matter how far you go. You just limit yourself to how far you can go, and that speed. Because for example, at the start of lockdown, it was very dead. You had nothing to do. I couldn't see any of my friends. So what I used to do is I used to just go on 5k runs now and then.
Yeah.
And the feeling you get after you go on one of them runs is brilliant. It's just so refreshing.
Definitely.
It's just like a fresh wave of energy's hit you, and you're just I've just done that.
So you see that negative experience, you turned it into something positive then.
Yeah.
So the negative experience were that you because we couldn't see my mates, during the start because of you could say the situation. But then afterwards, to turn that into something positive that benefited you, that benefited your mindset, and that made you a better person, didn't it?
Yeah.
It helped you a lot. That's brilliant.
Another thing, with being down and going through rough patches.
Yeah.
For example, breakups and stuff like that. The best thing to do once you're out of that, you can't be misery compiling yourself, just being stuck at home, in your bedroom, listening to sad music. You've got to get out there at the end of the day. You've got to stay positive. You've got to surround yourself in the group of people that I guess made you feel happy when you weren't in that relationship, because that's the biggest mistake people make at the minute. Because they isolate themselves just with that person, and they completely take their friends for granted and just basically leave them. Like, I'm a prime example for doing that, and I've kind of learned my lesson a couple of times now.
So you could say with that negative experiences, like you gave the example of having that,
You've always
transferred it into positive, into putting all your, you could say, all your tension, all your stress into your exercise, working out at gym, and that's kind of relieved you, hasn't it? That's kind of made you feel better, hasn't it?
Like, one of my main things that you've got to have in your mindset is kind of that everything happens for a reason, and you've got to learn from your mistakes. Like, things that have happened in the past that you may regret, you've got to think, you want them things to happen because they would have definitely happened eventually, and it's kind of a stepping stone, just something to learn from.
Definitely.
That's probably one of the biggest things that impacted me. But also, like, with sports, I guess, when you get better at it in more of a competitive stage, even when you've lose, you've always got to have that, like, that thought in the back of your head that you are the, this sounds arrogant, but like, that you're going to be the best at what you do.
No, definitely.
Like with Ronaldo and that, and players like that. I'm nowhere near Ronaldo, but
again, that's all the mindset, because I'll tell you the difference. Arrogance is when you're gonna say that there's gonna be no one better than me out there. I'm, gonna be easily the best. Easily. Without any hard work. I would say consider that arrogance. But like you said, having that in your mind that you are the best, but in a way to push yourself forward. You know where you stand. Like, we're all perfect the way we are. We all are. We're all unique. We've all got something in ourselves that makes us different. That makes us unique. That's what makes us personally to ourselves the best. We don't need to. It's not going around showing other people we're the best. It's for yourself. It's more for yourself. For you're inside that. You know you're the best. You know your worth. You know you're valued. And you know, like, your self-worth.
Exactly. That's one of the most important things, to remember your self-worth. And just remember that even if, like, there are downward patches, that you win some and you lose some at the end of the day. Everyone goes through like dark and bad times. It's just the way you deal with it that helps you move on and be more positive and better as a person.
Because what happens is a lot of people say that. So a lot of people turn to meeting friends when they're stressed, when they're upset. Now with lockdown, I guarantee a lot of people couldn't turn to their friends at this time, and that's put them in more, you could say, pain, more misery. But then to get out of that pain and misery, that's when things like you said, exercise, gym, going for a run, even if you're in your own house, press ups, sit ups, do it. Just using what you do have to make yourself feel better, because sometimes we go searching really far for things. We search for happiness outside, but we don't realise happiness is inside. Everything is inside. Happiness, all these emotions. We can have happiness from inside. You don't need to go around searching for happiness when happiness is within. That's how you're going to get it.
So, like, with this lockdown, like, the best ways to deal with, like, boredom and anxiety, I'd say you've just got to be productive. Definitely. Because even, like, small things, like, just, I know this is going to sound really, really cheesy and, like, completely on what you want about, but even just, like, doing a bit of work.
Definitely.
It's just, like, I've occasionally done a bit of business and a bit of drama work during the lockdown, just to, I guess, keep myself in the rhythm. Definitely. Of, like, the schoolwork.
Again, that does no harm, does it? In fact, that's put you could say, at a head start. So thank you for spending your time with us today, George.
No problem, mate.
What we'll do, we'll go for a quick run. That's the main message of this video is running. Let's go for a quick run, yeah? Wow. Just finished the run. Brilliant. It's something that you could say is very refreshing, isn't it, George?
Yep, indeed.
Definitely refreshing. And it might not be your cup of tea, but do give it a try. Just keep going as much as you can. Have a friend if you can to support you on the way, like George did. And I guarantee it'll be really fun. Thank you for listening.
Peace.